Hi there, Mark Bowden here, expert in human behavior and body language, back with you again to talk old school and AI when it comes to the simple thing of eye contact. You know me, I like to get a lot of eye contact with you because I know it ups your levels of dopamine and oxytocin, makes you more optimistic whether you're on a one-to-one call with me or a big keynote or webinar via virtual over the camera. And so I use the old school method, getting my camera center screen and getting good eye contact with it by using my faithful Plexicam, whereby I can hang my camera right in the center of the screen. Any collateral, anything that I need to refer to and all the faces I maybe need to see are around the camera, and I just do my best to get that eye contact. Another way that I use to draw my eye towards the camera is to get a post-it note like this. I get a big fat marker pen like this. I draw a smiley face on it, like so. And I just stick that behind the camera and that attracts my attention to it. But now there's a new way that you can do that. And we're going to test that. AI has a way of getting your eyes to look down the center of the camera, kind of no matter where the camera is. Look, we're going to test this out. I'm not going to bias this at all. In fact, I have the system running right now through another part of my computer, okay? And I can switch from one to the other. I'm doing my best to look down the camera right now, and the AI is doing exactly the same for me, doing its best to move my eyes visually via its graphics capability towards the center of the camera. Now, in order for you to be able to do this, you need an Nvidia graphics card, okay? And the Nvidia Broadcast software. The graphics card is not cheap. I happen to have one because I need it in order to do this video capability that I have, in order to be able to get high definition 4K video down the internet, and to whoever's watching my keynote often, I need a super expensive graphics card. In order to run this software that I'm about to show you, you need an RTX Nvidia graphics card. It's the kind of card that your kids or your nephews or nieces or whoever you know is into gaming would go, whoa, you've got one of those. Wow, could I really kill at Call of Duty, with that graphics card. It's pretty amazing, but you got to go out and buy it. It's not cheap. Anyway, let's see this thing work. Here's me getting eye contact with you right now, okay? And now I'm going to move my eyes off camera to look at another part of my screen right now. And I'm going to switch over to the Nvidia system, which you'll be noticing should be looking you right down the center of the screen now. Now, here's what I want you to notice about this, is that there might be something a little bit uncanny about it. It might not feel perfectly human for you, especially if I do things like bring my eyes slightly away from that screen at just the right height. It probably will start to look a little bit weird that what's happening. But here's where it might really, really benefit you, is if I bring up, and I'm doing it right now, I'm looking around my screen right now to bring up something onto kind of auto cue for you. I'm going to tell you about Uncanny Valley. This is something that ChatGPT told me about Uncanny Valley today. Uncanny Valley is a hypothesis in the field of human-robot interaction, which posits that as a robot's appearance and behavior becomes more human-like, people's emotional response to the robot will become increasingly positive and empathetic until a point is reached at which the robot's appearance or behavior becomes so human-like that it elicits a sense of unease or revulsion in the viewer. The theory suggests that this is because the viewer can't quite put their finger on what is different about the robot, making it harder to reconcile the robot's human-like appearance with the viewer's knowledge that it's not actually human. This effect is called Uncanny Valley. So there we were, reading you something that AI wrote for me about Uncanny Valley, and at the same time having zero eye contact with the camera. Let's play both things together at the same time so you can see, me trying to get eye contact with you while reading a script. Let me bring up another bit of script for you. What shall we have? Bear with me one moment. See, one of me, while I'm doing this, should be looking down the camera at you, and the other is having a real problem with you. Here we go. Let's have oh, there it was. Hold on a second. There. We're going to talk about eye contact and the importance of eye contact. So, eye contact is an important aspect of human communication and interaction because it allows individuals to connect and communicate non-verbally. It can indicate attentiveness, interest, and engagement in a conversation. Eye contact can also signal trustworthiness, confidence, and assertiveness. Additionally, it can also be used to convey emotions such as anger, love, or sadness. In short, eye contact is a crucial aspect of social interaction that helps people to build trust and establish relationships. So you tell me, which was the best version of that? The one that looked at the camera all the time, or the one that did have to glance off and get contact with the text that AI had written for me? Or in fact, is it just better for me to not have a script, be competent in my content, think about my content as it's emerging in my own mind and trying to connect with what you need and you want? And sure, there are flubs and stutters, but it's ultimately more human, potentially. And look, we all know these things are going to get better. I understand that. But which way would you go at the moment? Go and get yourself an Nvidia graphics card. I mean, if nothing else, your World of Warcraft game is going to go off the charts when you get that. So go and get yourself one of those and the Nvidia Broadcast app, or simply hang your camera, Plexicam style, right in the center. If you're interested in Plexicam, by the way, 10% off down below, as well as all the links to Nvidia as well, because look, you might want to go that way, but which way would you go? Okay, old school or AI? Maybe there's an argument for both. Okay, I'll let you decide. Mark Bowden, expert in human behavior and body language. I'll catch you around. Bye now.